Hello, fellow Australian conservatives. How are you today? CPAP Barner here, and I'm going to reply to my own video, my last video, and some of the comments I received, and they were, how would you say, not very well constructed, and because I'm a smoker, both of these comments I received from different people was that I should die quickly, and because I'm a smoker, and I should hurry up the process and die. And I just looked at these comments and went, oh, Jesus. And I thought, this is the absolute hatred of people off the left, Gillard and Rudd supporters, that they have for conservatives or people who think different political thought processes. And I thought, yeah, this is really showing me how well educated this person was. One of these persons said they were a postgraduate and were in management and so forth, and employed as a manager. And I thought to myself, well, hang on, how would you be as a manager and you decided to speak to one of your employees like that? And I thought, if I was the senior CEO of that person, they wouldn't be lasting long in my company. And I thought to myself, well, I'd get rid of them because obviously they're being abusive to people unnecessarily. And this is the whole basis of what these people do, is their hatred is so great that they wish harm on others because they don't have this area of sitting down and discussing politics logically. And some of the points that this other person made with the postgraduate degrees, I thought, yes, they are correct. It is part of the process of the Australian Parliament that a sitting Prime Minister can be sacked or voted out by their own party as leader of that party, of the Labor Party. And yes, it's quite able to do so. And the Labor Party's done this twice so far in the last 3 years. Rudd, Gillard, Gillard, Rudd. Same players all through. And including members of the Labor Party, particularly Bill Shorten, who's played right up the street and was instrumental in causing Rudd to lose office in 2010, in June of 2010, and Gillard to lose her office as Prime Minister in 2013, sorry. But and I've been reading different things on in the papers and listening to different political thoughts of the members of the Gillard camp and the Rudd camp, and division and dysfunction between the two, the absolute hatred that goes in between those two groups, and then back to conservatives on both, from both of them. And this is where it comes from, this absolute hatred. And they wonder why other Australians just go and say, no, this is childish, this is ridiculous. And they can't understand the perception that they're displaying of this hatred, that other Australians aren't sitting there going, no, they can't understand why we're saying no, this is not right. And the perception that came from Parliament in the last couple of days. Even though pointed out, yes, the Labor Party can do that to a sitting incumbent Prime Minister, and it's quite legal to do so, but they can't understand the perception that they've just displayed of hatred. And the Australian people do deserve a better parliament than that. And when you say that to them, they go, wolf, I'm wishing you to die, and all this sort of stuff. Oh, God. Childish, isn't it? It's very childish. But anyway, I read another article today. Today's Sunday, the 30th of June, and I was reading this article that was written, I think, about the 28th of November 2007, where Kevin Rudd claimed that he was going to turn the boats back. And if you remember, in that period of time, we're going up to a federal election in December of 2007. And Kevin Rudd, strangely enough, was in Springwood, where he was today and yesterday, trying to drum up votes. And he said on Friday at the press conference that, if Tony Abbott turns the votes back, we're going to have a war with Indonesia. Possible war, or start one off, a diplomatic incident. Whoa. But he didn't mind saying the same thing back in 2007, 6 years ago. No thought of a war then. And I sat there today watching the Bolt Report, and Peter Costello was talking about that very subject, and I thought, Kevin Rudd makes these bizarre statements and is expected to be believed with it. Strange, very strange. But other than that, I'm not dying yet. I'll die when the good Lord calls me back to die, regardless if I'm a smoker or not. And it's the good Lord that decides when I'm going to die. And don't go and contact him. Don't think he's going to listen to you. He'll call me when he's ready. So anyway, people, have a great day. Have a fantastic day. Conservatives generally don't wish people harm, but apparently people on the left who vote in the Gillard's camp and the Rudd camp do. And that's very un-Australian. It's very childish, and it's ridiculous. And I can't understand why Australians like me just say, no, child, go and sit down. This is the adult speaking now. Anyway, people, have a great day. See you later. Bye.